I'm going to show you how to install a G35 engine damper. This is an engine damper kit that I bought offline. Never came with any instructions, so did some research and there was not much out there that shows you how to install these things. Here's the damper, here's the hardware that came with. Here is the some kind of bracket to use to attach the engine dampener to the car. Another bracket, a couple washers, some bolts. And right over here is the tools that I'm using to install a damper. There's a wrench, some sockets, 12mm and 10mm, and here's a couple bolts that I'm going to use to do it my way. So the first thing we gotta do is, it took me a little bit to figure out where I want to bolt the engine damper, because there wasn't any instruction, like I said, so I just went online and I looked at other applications on other vehicles and how they did it. So I kind of looked around on the car and tried to figure out the best and most easiest way to do it. So I found two spots to bolt it. Here's a bolt here that holds a bracket for the power steering reservoir. This is one spot I'm going to bolt it onto. The other spot is right here onto the engine block itself. It's a bracket that holds the radiator, but the bracket is bolted right onto the engine block, so hopefully it's going to work out right. And then what we got to do is take the engine cover off. Maybe the first step. And we just need a 10mm socket to pull the bolts off of that. I mean the nuts off of that. Just put it off. And then the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the bolt that holds the bracket of the power steering reservoir. Take that off. Now, this is what's going to be the part where you're going to need to get another bolt, because this bolt's not going to be long enough, and they didn't give you the correct bolt for this. Since I have an aftermarket plenum spacer, Skunk 2 provided new bolts, extended bolts for it. What I'm going to do is, here's the OEM bolt. I'm going to replace it with another bolt that came off of the plenum, which I saved, which is a good thing I saved, because it's exactly the same size thread and everything, but just longer, which is what I needed to bolt onto the engine damper right here. So this bolt's no longer in use, the new one. And then we need a 12mm socket, long socket, to take this bolt off. Let's take that off. We will reuse this bolt though. Then I'm going to pre-assemble the bracket here. I mean the bracket onto the engine damper. So what I'm going to do is, it goes just like this. Put the washer in there. And put it underneath it. And you gotta go get your own. This is another piece that you need to get another bolt for. A bolt and nut and some washers. I'm just gonna tighten it all up before I install it onto the actual engine itself. Make sure that's all snug here. Okay. Now, I already got this thing all pre-fitted already, but what you gotta do is you gotta adjust all these to make sure that it's gonna fit right. So, but everything I did is all pre-fitted. So I'm gonna bolt everything on. Then put a washer in there. Bolt this right on to where the reservoir goes onto. I need to use my 10mm for this right here. Just on there snug, nice and snug. And then use a 12mm to bolt back on the bracket over here. That should be it. That takes care of that. That's how simple it is. And hopefully everything works out right because there was no instructions. So, but I'm gonna start it up and see what happens. Definitely an improvement on the throttle response. I can feel the difference already. I'll take it for a little test drive. Here's the interior of the car. Custom painted to match the exterior. Got the titanium shift knob. Let's take out for a drive. See what happens. I can kind of feel I can feel it definitely a little more torque, more give, more torque. Let's take it on the highway, see what it feels like. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah, you can feel the difference. I mean, it does give it. It feels like it gave more torque. I mean, for a small, a small upgrade like that, definitely a huge impact. But thanks for watching. Hopefully this video helps the people who out there who buys these parts online and doesn't have any instructions. Like me, I don't have a clue how to install it, but I think it worked. Hopefully. Thanks for watching. Bye.